Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. Today we're gonna talk about FortiGate SSL VPN Realms and see how it helps to prevent brute force attackers to lock out our Active Directory account. So if you set up your SSL VPN and using LDAP for the authentication, and you get brute force attack, so they're trying to guess your VPN username, password, and VPN in, and after a couple of times they failed. So that makes uh, your Active Directory LDAP user logs out on your Active Directory and cause problem for your IT team or your organization team. And so there is a couple of options here you can prevent that happen. We're gonna go through all of them one by one and see what's the pros and cons for each one of them. And then at the end, we're gonna go to see how we can configure SSL VPN Realms, which is the best way to mitigate this attack. Okay, let's get started. The first option is you can go to the VPN SSL VPN setting. There is an option here by default, allow access for anyone. You can limit it to a specific host, so only those source IP can VPN to your VPN. That's completely prevent brute force attackers to VPN to your FortiGate, but there is a catch, which there is a situation or some organization they have VPN user, they're moving all the time from one location to another, and their source IP keep changing. You have to update this access list all the time, which can be annoying. And there is another option. You can go to conf. This is my FortiGate SSH. You can go to conf VPN SSL setting. There is some timer you can change in order to you know get attacker blocked by source IP after a couple of times they try to log in and fail. If you haven't watched our previous video for SSL VPN, I recommend to go and watch that one. We already talked about all the VPN timers over there, which very helpful. So there is an option here is called login attempt limit. By default is 2. So by default is 2. So since the default is 2, it doesn't show in the config file here. If I change it to 3, you will see it here. So after 3 times they try login and fail, they're gonna get blocked for this time. This is by default 1 minute. You can increase it to 1 hour. So you can lower this to 2, which is default, and increase your Active Directory to more than 2. So before they reach to your Active Directory limit, they already block on the FortiGate. That's another way to prevent that, but it's still uh, there is a issue where your real VPN user put their password more than 2 times and gets blocked, and you have to unblock them. So that's not the best solution to prevent this kind of issue. The best one is VPN Realms that we're going to talk about after this. Let's do it. So in order to configure VPN Realms, you have to go to System, Feature Visibility, and enable that feature. By default, is disabled. Find that SSL VPN Realms, enable it. After you do that, you will see it under VPN right here. What it does, so when you configure your SSL VPN by default and your VPN IP is your firewall public IP plus your customized port that you pick for that, 443 or 8443 or 10443, which is easy to guess by attacker. So in order to make it hard for them to guess, we come up with the VPN Realms, which what it does is you can create a new URL for your VPN. So you go to the VPN Realms, create a new URL. You can come up with anything. I'm gonna put some character randomly. You can even use numbers. So this is going to be at the end of your VPN remote gateway, which is hard to guess. As soon as I click OK and click on this one that I created, so this is going to be our new VPN URL, which is hard to guess, which is your IP, the port number, and this character or URL that you just created, a slash, and after that. So this is hard to guess. So in order to make the root one, which is the public IP, and the port not be available anymore, we have to do a couple of more configuration, which I'm gonna show you. First, you have to go to user group and create a dummy group. Call it dummy dash group. Don't put any members because that's going to be dummy group. And we're going to VPN portal, create dummy portal, disable all the VPN mode. So this is going to be dummy portal, which is going nowhere. Click OK. Now we go to VPN setting. Right here, as you can see, my main group is a slash, which is the root, which means the public IP of my firewall, and the port number is the VPN URL for now. So I'm gonna go to change that. Instead of the root, I'm gonna change the realm to a specific one that I created. Click OK. Now the main URL, which is the IP plus port number, is not going to work anymore for this group. And for the rest of the group, I'm gonna leave it the root and change the portal to dummy. Now whoever knows this URL, they can VPN in. Whoever try with just public IP and the port, they're gonna go to the dummy portal, which is nothing. And that's why when they try to VPN to your FortiGate with just IP and the port, their authentication request doesn't go to your LDAP and is not gonna cause any problem. Let's test it. I'm gonna apply it. And I have my FortiClient here. Let me show you the setting. This is my FortiGate DNS record, which is resolving my just FortiGate IP. So if I try VPN in with that one, let's see, we should get error. It didn't connect. Now I'm gonna change that. Let me modify that. So instead of just the IP, we're going to add HTTPS column slash slash and IP and the port 8443 and the realms that we just created. Let me go back to realms. This is the one that I created. Go back to my FortiClient, paste it here, click save. So this is going to be my new URL, which is hard to guess. And now I'm trying to VPN. with the same user and password that I tried before. Perfect. I just connected. So as you can see, with the same user and password, I tried with just the public IP of the firewall and the port. It didn't work because that goes to dummy portal. But you need to know the exact URL which just created, which is hard to guess, in order to VPN in. So anything else, even the authentication doesn't go to the LDAP to cause any problem or any user to get locked out. So we can go to dashboard network, and this is my user that is just connected. I'm gonna test to see if I can ping my server. Still, I have a server behind this firewall. I'm gonna try ping 10.123.200.5. I'm good. So this is how you can prevent brute force to cause your Active Directory user gets locked out, which is very cool. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like and subscribe this video, that helps and support us, and we're gonna create more video for the FortiGate. And let us know if you have any topic in mind you would like us to create a video, and I'm happy to do that. See you soon. Thank you.